Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans for the coming session. This is going to be for Thursday, August 22nd, 2013. Got kind of a back and forth day here with some signals on both sides. Right now the NASDAQ patch is essentially paired off on both sides. Got a decent amount of volume today in eBay and a downside CPS condition, so it's definitely going to be one that's on the watch list for tomorrow. Elsewhere in the financial group, not a lot of signals. We're getting some pretty good volume today out of Citigroup. That's to the downside. And also Visa, the letter V. This one's to the upside. Visa's 3% above the day's open. So some are up and some are down. And just a couple of signals and quite a bit of fairly light volume. Energy names, no real volume bumps here. The volume's fairly light. Chesapeake CHK is lower on the day, but it is sporting camouflage buy signals, 2% above the day's open, so that would be worthy of carrying over for tomorrow on the watch list. The generals, here's where we're starting to see a little bit of weakness. It's not overly dramatic, but we're definitely seeing a definite bias of sells versus buys. Got a volume bump in Best Buy, volume bump in Comcast. We also have one in Hewlett Packard and Walmart. A fair amount of downside CPS conditions, and these downside CPSs are certainly what I would be focusing on, especially if we can break out of this little range that the broad market futures have been trading in. Housing names definitely on the move today. There's definitely some good volume. Yesterday it was Home Depot that reported. Today it's Lowe's. Have a differential sell condition, so should be looking short on that. Home Depot weaker again today, following through from yesterday's downside price action, but this one has a differential buy signal, so it's time to reverse that one. Transports, kind of some stealth weakness. UNP's kind of weak with the downside CPS condition. It's not on this list, but Kansas Southern's fairly weak today, so there's definitely a couple of names out there that are a little bit sloppy for sure. And finally, the commodity names. Commodity names are kind of a mixed bag. Commodities today are mostly lower. Oil's lower, gold's lower. So we're just seeing kind of sloppy action across the board. A couple of signals here. Mosaic's got a signal to the downside, and Arch Coal has ACH has a downside signal. Alcoa AA has a volume bump and a downside signal, so that could be worth watching if you don't mind the sub $10 names. All right, folks. Well, that's it for this evening. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.